Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about compliance. So, some of you may have heard that there is going to be some changes to entering your e-file password twice in all your tax software. Part of the reason for this is CRA has made this a requirement because they've seen an uptick in e-file failures, partly due to either the password not being updated or also not being entered correctly. So, to prevent this, there's a couple of ways that this can be done in Profile, and we're going to take a look exactly how that can be done. So if I go to eFile, set eFile password, maybe I'm new to Profile, I haven't used it before, you'll be brought into this eFile wizard. And when I click on next, I will be able to enter my eFile number, my one password, and then here we are able to re-enter it. Now, if I am entering something that does not match and I try to click next, notice I will end up getting a warning on my screen that lets me know, hey, it doesn't work. So I get to try again. You do have up to 5 attempts before we lock you out for a small period of time, as per CRA's ask. If you exceed 13 times, which I think is almost impossible, then you would actually have to call CRA to get them to unlock you. Now, this is if I haven't entered it previously. If I have used Profile before and I go into eFile options, this is where I can actually update that information. I can go ahead and click on eFile Internet, and now you'll also notice that there is a second box where I can re-enter that password. Here, if I try to enter something that doesn't match the original field, of course, I'm going to get this message slightly different than the last screen where it's beside the actual text box. Now, CRA does require these passwords to be masked. So if you're an early kind of updater like myself, sometimes I can't remember if I actually updated the password or if it's last year's password. This is going to be a great exercise for you to go ahead and just type it in both fields to ensure that it is in the right place. Now, if you are an early bird and you did update it once and you're in a return, let's go into a T1 here. We're not going to stop the workflow of you having to go back to your settings. Okay. So if I'm in a return and I go ahead and try to e-file this, here again, this wizard is only popping up because I haven't set it up in my settings. Then I would go into next. I can enter this information here and it's going to save it in my settings in all my modules. Now, one thing to call out is CRA is only making this requirement for personal T1 returns, not for other modules. However, if you go into your eFile options, you will notice that we end up mimicking that information from your eFile internet in the T1 module, as well in your T2 and your T3. Okay. So you only need to enter it in one space. It will show up in all three. If you are using something like a Fed Suite, this is a great way to be able to have it apply everywhere in case CRA makes future changes. I hope you guys have found this helpful. Go ahead and please make a comment of other videos you'd like to see. Unfortunately, there are going to be a couple more compliance videos coming your way. So like and subscribe. Make sure you're on top of all the news that's coming as well. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much and have a great day.